Hi guys, so here's the highly requested brow tutorial. So we're just gonna jump right into it. You're gonna need a blending brush, and this is mine. It's from BH Cosmetics. They're dirty because I use my brushes every day. And you're gonna need a concealer brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics. You're also gonna need, well, this is just another blending brush. You don't need that. But you're also gonna need some concealer, any concealer that you like. I love the LA Girl Pro Conceal. And you're going to need a spoolie and a pencil of choice, and this is what I like to use. You can use powder, and I'll show you I'll be using powder later on in the video. So right now I'm just brushing my brow hairs into place. You want to get them all kind of going up in the same direction. As you can tell, I do have like really thin brows, and they don't really have an arch and really don't have a whole lot of shape to them. So I'm just gonna brush them up, and I'm just going to start filling them in. And make sure your pencil is really sharp because that helps with getting a really good line when you're filling in your brows. So right now, I'm just going to start with the bottom of my brow. You can start with the top or the bottom. Preference is, there's no right and wrong when doing makeup, so preference is what it is. So if you want to start with the top, you can start with the top. If you want to start with the bottom, you can start with the bottom. I started with my bottom and I went all the way to the top. Kind of like how I did in life, but whatever. So just keep filling in the brow. And if you can tell, this brow pencil is a little bit lighter than my brow hairs, but that's okay because I'm a blonde right now, if you can't tell. I do have blonde hair at the moment. I'm going to change it back later on, but you know, that's why I like to go with a little lighter brow right now. And so I alternate between brows. I go from the left to the right or vice versa. If you prefer to go, just do one whole brow and then move on to the next one, you can. But you don't have to. So I'm just building myself an arch, and I'm filling in the beginning of my brow because my brows are very short and they match my facial shape. So I kind of try to go with my facial shape and just make sure I stick with that. So just keep filling it in as much as you can or as much as you need to. You do not want your brows super dark. You still want them to look like brows and kind of, faded a little bit, but not too much. So, so this is my LA Colors brow palette, and I got this from my local beauty supply store. I also got my LA Girl Pro Conceal from a local beauty supply store, so you can get those from your beauty supply store. Um, and I'm just using the brown brow gel that's in there, and it has a brown powder that's in there, and I kind of mix those two together and kind of start to fill in my brows with that. It really helps to kind of just lay my brow hairs down because they kind of go different ways. So this actually helps with keeping them controlled and concealed. And when I'm in a hurry, I actually miss this step. I don't always use the powder and the brow gel. A lot of times I just use the pencil, and it actually works for me. So I'm just gonna put my concealer on the back of my hand. I like to do this, and I did put a little too much concealer that time. I really did not need that much. But I like to put it on the back of my hand, and the concealer that I'm using is like 2 shades lighter than my skin tone or something like that. Um, so I'm just gonna start at the beginning of my brow and use my concealer brush to start cleaning them up. My brushes are not clean right now. I need to clean them. So just keep, getting that line straight. You want to make sure that line is really straight and neat. And you're gonna take your little fluffy brush that you have, and you're gonna start to just blend that out. I like doing this. It really makes it look faded and start to blend into the skin. If I was doing eyeshadow, which I didn't do eyeshadow in this video, but if I was doing eyeshadow, I would blend this all the way down across my lid and use it as a base for my shadows. So you also want to clean up the top of your brow. Some people don't like to go to the beginning of their brow. I like to go to the beginning of my brow and clean it up because at the end of the video I'll show you how I fade it out and make it look really neat and really clean. And it's okay if you mess up on your brows. I mess up all the time. I'm human. We make mistakes. You can fix them. That's the thing about makeup. It is fixable. Things can be erased and things can be replaced. So I'm still just cleaning it up, and I will be going back with my brush to my blending brush to blend that out with. Yes, blend, 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 ladies. It's so important to blend. As you can see, I have hyperpigmentation around my eyes. And when I was little anemic. I don't think I am anymore, but I do have hyperpigmentation and scarring. So the concealer really helps hide that, and it does just what it said it's gonna do. It's called concealer for a reason. So now I'm just gonna start cleaning up my other brow, and like I said, I just like to start at the beginning of the brow and work my way to the tail end of the brow and start making a crisp, clean line under that brow. And this brow is actually, my brows are a little shaped differently, and you have to remember that your brows are sisters, but they are not twins, and that's the saying. Because one side of your body is actually a little bit different than the other side of your body. It's not exactly the same. So this brow is a little bit different from my other brow, and it actually sometimes sits lower. And I'm okay with that. You know, we are not perfect. We have our imperfections. And this is the imperfection of mine. I don't have perfect skin. I don't have perfect brows. But I do have a really nice makeup that I can use to fix those things. So I have cleaned up this brow, and now I'm just going in and I'm blending it out. And like I said, normally I would blend this all the way down across my lid, but this time I chose not to because I'm not putting it on any shadows. I'm just doing this for you guys, for the people who actually ask me how I do my brows. So this is the part that everybody always asks me about. They always want to know how I get that fade in the beginning of my brow, and how I try to make it look a little bit more natural. Of course, it's not natural, it's the brows makeup, but this is how I fade it out. And I just go back in with my pencil, add a little bit more color to it, and then I use my spoolie to fade it out in the beginning. And now I'm just touching up any spots that I see that I missed. Still fading out the beginning of my brow with my pencil. You can do this with powder. I don't want to say it would be easy with powder, easier with powder rather, but it could be done. Um, you know, it's whatever. It's all preference. Makeup is all preference. There's no right or wrongs in makeup. Well, hold up. Let me wait a minute. Let me just not say there's no right or wrong. There's things that you can do, and if you like it, you like it. There's things that you, sometimes you probably just shouldn't do. But hey, like I said, it's makeup. You do what you want. Yeah. Anyway, but this is how I do my brows, and this is the finished product. I do not know what is going on behind me. There's no whatever. But thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good night. Bye bye.